Hi guys, Narks here. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I thought we'd show you how to play some Life is Feudal. Now I'm not an expert in this game. I've only been playing it for maybe a month or so, but I have learned a lot from some really good people. Let's get into it. So create a character. So start with a name. I'll just put player one, tutorial, gender. Now, your gender does matter depending on what you're doing. If you're going to be mining and playing single player, I would recommend playing a female because the male model is actually a little bit taller and can get clipped and stuck inside mines. Again, the game is old. It got stopped in development and they went to the MMO halfway, or basically halfway through making the game, or something along those lines. So playing a female character is good. Race. Now this can matter depending on the sort of character you're playing, but because we're playing single player, I'm going to go a core, right, which is an Asian sort of character. These guys get a bonus to nature's law and hunting. Okay, so we want that. It's really important. Appearance is just what your character looks like. I don't really care. Attributes. Now, for me, playing single player, I lower my strength all the way down to 10. I get my constitution down to 10, intellect down to 10, because we're playing with, I think on my server, I've got it set to an 1800 skill cup limit. Again, we'll get into all this later. But I'm going to turn my willpower up, because willpower determines how much weight you can carry in your inventory, right? Really important skill, especially starting earlier on. And you can change all these skills and adjust them when you hit your skill cup limit. Again, I'll explain this as we go along. Crafting skills. So, here, I'm not really worried about nature's law. Hunting, it does help to have it high, but I'm going to lower all of these down to as low as I can get them and put my construction up. Okay, and I don't think I've got any more points left after that. Yeah, so construction, we want that as close as possible to 30. I don't think there are other character classes you can get that to 30 at the start. I think it's one of the other races, I think, get a bonus to it. I'm not sure. But for this particular type of build that I'm playing, single player, this is what I'm doing. Combat skills, look, again, this doesn't really matter, especially if you're playing single player. If you're playing on a PvP server, this would matter. But I'm going to turn my slinger is already at maximum. Core actually get a bonus to slinger. So that helps because we'll need 60 in slinger, right? 5 more points in slinger to unlock and use the ability to use the starting of the bow, the simple bow. So that's kind of important. That's all we really need to worry about. So again, quickly going over this. For single player, I've picked the core, okay? You can change under appearance settings, obviously you can change again what your character looks like. I don't really care. The attributes, willpower is, hey, why does it come down again? This all didn't save. What's going on there? That's a bit weird. There we go. Don't know why that didn't save. You want your willpower at maximum. Again, this is the amount of weight that you can carry on yourself in your inventory. So we want that. It's pretty much as high as we can get it. Okay? So once we've done that, make sure everything's right. Hunting. So I think this has gone a bit weird. I don't want nature's law up. I want construction as high as I can get it. I think it's because I'm using my mouse wheel, and it's when I'm scrolling up and down, it's adjusting and moving the slider. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, if you start on this little island, if you look at your map, I guess we'll go in first things first. So to bring up, what you need to do is to control your mouse, because you do need to use the cursor in the game. Press tab, and that will lock your camera, but you'll be able to click things on the screen. Okay. Now press I for inventory. This is what you start with in your inventory. You've got some rags, you've got a bit of food, and I'll just equip that. Right click and press equip. Okay, now we're on the island, so I'm not going to bother even, normally when you log in, because of where I've spawned, I'm not going to bother looking for anything. I'm just going to go straight to the mainland, and we'll pick a place to plant our base. So I think we're going to go here. I'll start the travel to get there, and I'll see you guys. And once we get to that area, I'll show you how you first start your resources. Okay. Now, of course, again, you don't have to start. You can start anywhere you like in the map. And you'll see why when we get to the point why it's important that you pick an area, not that's so close, but an area that's quite flat. Okay. That will become quite obvious. And this is something that I learnt the hard way. Okay. So I'm going to make that trip now, and I'll see you guys quite shortly when I get there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.